Yeah, Willie's got a good motor, doesn't quit moving, and he gets a lot of rebounds just on effort. And honestly, we've talked about that. Rebounding is effort and energy more than it is size. You know?
Yeah, yep. All right, here we go. Custer wins the tip, but Bueller steals it. Brings the ball into the front court. Rangers are going to set up the offense. Looks like the Wildcats are playing straight up man-to-man here, which is a little bit different than what they've done historically the last few years. They've liked to play a kind of a matchup zone.
Yeah, and it looks like it maybe threw Hill City off just initially while they get into their shuffle here. Willie kind of in that short corner pro post area.
Guarded by Tennyson. He's going to be called for the travel. Looks like he dribbled into a double team there and got hit in the nose. Eye, maybe contact. Looks like he might have a contact that popped out here. Going to be called for the travel, so he'll come out of the game quickly, and Everett Sullivan will come into the game. He's a freshman for the Rangers. Had a really nice JV game, actually, just earlier here.
Yeah, those of you just tuning in, Custer won the JV game, but it was really a tight game. What was the score, Josh?
I think it ended up 54-51. So Rangers come out in man-to-man defense. Like we talked about, the Wildcats get the ball into the post, and that's Tennyson for 2 points.
And here's that pressure, Josh, as Hill City pushes the ball up the court. Custer back into a man-to-man. Main slips the screen, catches the ball, and then an errant pass. So Custer will take over right around half court. Yeah, and it was interesting to see, when we talked about Levi Main was going to be guarding Gage Tennyson. I didn't know if Gage would float out to the three-point line. His game's kind of inside out.
He did take him right down to the post there. Good defense there by Taylor Talon. Tips the ball, but the Wildcats retain possession. Get the ball into Kyle Virtue there. There's the other post that we talked about. So he gets the 2-point bucket and fouled on the play. So, right before the game we talked about the 2 posts of the Wildcats, and so far they're 2 for 2 from the field and go to the free throw line to get a bonus.
It appears that they are going to make a concerted effort to pound the ball inside. They know that smaller lineup, especially there with Willie out.
He looks like he got that contact problem fixed back in the ball game here. The Wildcats, they do come with a press here. Bueller turns the ball over, so Wildcats will look to set up their half-court offense. Going to be a travel there. Turnover on Lowe. Just drug his back foot trying to jump stop there, so the Rangers will take possession back over.
As a guard here, the key to watch is so the guy guarding the inbound comes over to trap, and you have to, typically you break a 1-2-1-1 by throwing the ball back, but you have to really be careful that rotation doesn't get there, and that's exactly what happened there. And so if you can just beat that thing up the court, that's the way to go. Now you have numbers.
You should have numbers, yep. And here they get the ball up to Bueller. He's going to score.
I mean, just simple as that, Josh.
Yeah, it's easy from up here, right, when nobody's guarding you.
We had a listener tell us the other day that she doesn't understand basketball, and we dumb it down so much that even she can understand.
Well, that's that's always nice to hear that you can really dumb it down for people. And I don't think we need to do much to do that.
No, I was offended by that. This is the highest level I get to here.
Tennyson's going to travel on the play on a spin move, so he's going to turn the ball over to the Rangers.
So Custer leads 5-2 here early on in the game.
Same thing, they reverse the ball. Tough to go over the top. Good defense there, but
looks like Virtue scores again.
Yep, Virtue gets the 2 points there. Rangers break the press here. Now look to set their offense up. Good pump fake by Bueller. He gets the ball into Wather. Back out to Bueller. Rangers set up their half-court offense here. Colby Main with a good first step there and gets all the way to the bucket for 2 points. Nice move there by Main.
Those 2 points move Kobe into 9th place all-time on the Hill City scoring list. He just passed Clint Ginsbaugh.
Oh, Clint, top 10, all right. It's going to be an offensive foul there. Good take by Taylor Talon, forces the offensive foul against Tennyson.
You know, Josh, and we talked about, you never want to factor the referees into a game plan, right? But if you can get a kid like Tennyson into foul trouble by taking a charge, making a hustle play, that's a real advantage to your team.
Yeah, here the Rangers try to get the run out there. Tip pass, got kind of lucky. Going to be another offensive foul there on Talon. Just got a little bit out of control on there, it looked like.
I know the average viewer right now probably doesn't enjoy the charge call quite as much as a couple of older coaches, but there's nothing better than a charge, right?
It's just the hustle play, getting in good position, and then you got to kind of give up your body. You got to be willing to take the hit.
You sacrifice one for your team. Virtue spins. He gets fouled by Walther. He'll go to the line for 2.
So right there, that play almost looked like an opportunity to take a charge. When the offensive player, you can see what he's going to do if he puts his head down and gets that shoulder into it. Just couldn't quite take it there. So Virtue will go to the line. That's first foul on Willie. Ranger third team foul tonight.
So that bucket gives Virtue 5 of the 7 points here for Custer.
Wildcats lead 7-4, make it 8-4 with 4:49 left to play in the first quarter.
So they pulled the press off here. It'll be interesting what they do. They line up, stay in man-to-man. Yep.
Rangers work the ball around the perimeter. Look like they're trying to get organized here. Bueller gets the ball out to Maine, shoots the 3. Just off to the left there, rebound by Tennyson.
There's another one, Josh, where the Wildcat player dribbles baseline. When he spins back, Hill City had a defender in the right area. Instead of reaching in to grab that thing, just put him in jail, square up.
Yeah, and you can take the charge, take the contact, probably be a charge call. Foul on Levi Main there. Inbound to Virtue on the perimeter and gets the ball into Tennyson.
Pretty good defense there by Levi. Yeah, I mean, he's giving up a lot of height.
Giving up 8-9 inches almost, probably. Well, Rangers scramble for it, and they're going to retain possession there.
So 8-4, just under halfway through the first quarter. Custer's going to hit a couple subs here. So does Hill City. Alex Steckman in for Taylor Talon, and we have number 34. Looks like Boaster, and number 10, Lehman, checking into the game.
Rangers inbound the ball to Bueller on the wing.
I always like screen and roll in the corner. That's hard to help and show out of.
Walther steps back, hits the 2-point jumper, and that'll be something, because we talked about last night. You know, he can make that outside jumper, and with a bigger player on you, if you can do that, it gives you, you can kind of negate that size difference there. Good give and go there by the Wildcats.
Bueller pushes the ball back. Nice pass
to Steckman.
2 points for Steckman.
Yeah, and Wildcats kind of got caught there, maybe not quite sure who they were guarding, and the Rangers do a good job of taking advantage of it. There's good tough defense there in the post on Tennyson. Levi Main, like we said, giving up a lot of size there, really doing work, making everything difficult for Tennyson. That's what you got to do. So the Rangers have a chance to take the lead here, down 1 point, 9-10. 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, so Tennyson's listed at 6'5", and I would assume Levi is right in that 5'8" range.
Yeah.
And he's doing a nice job.
Screen and roll here again by the Wildcats. Good pass back to Walther. Can't knock the shot down. Rebounded there by Lehman.
Virtue
Wildcat
attacks the rim. This is a shot.
Rebound by Levi Main. Nice pass again to by Bueller to Wather. Can't get the layup to fall, but it's going to get to go to the free throw line there.
You know, that was a good extra pass. A lot of times I think kids overpass in transition, but Devin had two guys on him on the right-hand side, and with Willie being left-handed, was able to find him on the block for a layup. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Foul called there by Boyster. Wather misses the first. The Wildcats check back in another couple subs. Looks like Lowe back into the game. And then also Grace for the Wildcats checks in.
Looks like maybe he crossed the line just a bit too early. That dead ball will get Sullivan checked into the game for Levi Main, so it'll be an interesting matchup here now. Tennyson's out, Levi checks out, and I wonder if maybe Coach Harvey did that on purpose.
Kind of
give him a breather while Tennyson is out. Anyways, Lowe with the ball, enters it to the right side. Another give and go.
Number 4, Schramm gets all the way to the rim for the Wildcats. Easy 2 points. So the Wildcats lead the ball game 12-9. Post entry to Wather. There going to be a foul on the floor. Going to be on Grace.
So it's 2 possessions in a row, Josh, that Custer's kind of done the give and go. If you're watching Hill City, what do they do to stop that?
Well, obviously, when you're playing the wing, you got to jump to the pass and just give up that space. If make it a little bit more difficult to get that pass. Good inbound play here by the Rangers. Steckman can't quite get the layup to fall. Rebounded there by the Wildcats.
Lowe brings it up over to Virtue. Again, that just kind of 4 out, 1 in, looking to go. Now they
got 2 posts, yeah. They get the ball into Virtue. He just goes to work. He's a strong post player for a freshman in there. Wildcats lead the ball game by 5, 14-9. Steckman drives baseline. Going to be a foul there on Lowe of the Wildcats. That'll be their 5th team foul.
Now, Josh, both of these programs have pretty good freshman classes.
Yeah, yes, they do. Both of them. I mean, we've got 3 freshmen on the court right now for the Rangers, and obviously there are a lot of freshmen playing for the Wildcats. So it'll be fun to watch these kids for a couple years here.
Sullivan shot no good. Had a good look at it. Custer pushes the ball.
Going to be a foul there, looks like, on Sullivan. It's going to send number 34, Boyster, to the line for the Wildcats. That's the Rangers' 5th team foul. First on Sullivan.
And Boyster's given the Wildcats some good minutes off the bench. Makes that one, gives them 3 points for the night.
Yeah, Tennyson's checking back in the ball game, and then here comes Maine for the Rangers.
So second free throw on the way. No good.
Boxed out there by the smaller Rangers in the post there. Rangers work the ball around the perimeter here. Looks like they're just running they have been running a shuffle. Looks like they're just running a motion offense here right now against the Wildcats. Bueller turns the ball over there. Tennyson misses the shot, gets his own rebound, knocks it down for the Wildcats.
Couple turnovers in a row for the Rangers, and you give credit to, Custer's defensive intensity for creating those things. That's kind of stretched the lead here the last couple minutes of this quarter. Yep. 38 seconds left to finish out the first quarter.
Yeah, Wildcats on a 7-0 run here. They will have, there's about 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock, but the Wildcats, they're going to go ahead and go for
good defense and good rebound by Bueller.
So I'll see if the Rangers want to push here, if they want to play for one. Steckman in the corner for three, knocks it down. Good find by Bueller. Good shot, big shot there by Steckman to kind of stem the tide a little bit.
And Custer's not going to get a shot off at the buzzer, and so
yeah, big end of the quarter there by the Rangers. You know, you get a foot house and get some easy hoops. So.
And we talked about that. So Hill City does have 2 points in transition tonight, but Hill City did not have any against Lead the other night.
Right. So Rangers.
And here we go.
Oh, going to be a steal there, and feet get tangled up there. So it's going to be a foul against the Wildcats.
16 fouls on the Wildcats. So the next one is a 1-and-1 bonus. Hill City has 5 team fouls. And I thought we almost were spoke it into existence. Steckman got a steal, and I thought he was going to get a run out in transition.
Yeah.
Here they go, 2-3 zone, partner.
Yep, just like we thought maybe they'd start the ball game with, but they go to it now. Main over to Main in the corner, doesn't knock down the three, in and out. Wildcats come down with the rebound. Boy, that one was 3/4 of the way down. You know, I think Rangers do have some shooters, so it makes you wonder if that's maybe one reason why Coach Paul Kelly didn't start out in the 2-3 zone. Low here with the three, gonna miss the shot. That's the second offensive rebound on this possession, and Virtue's gonna get a foul called against Walther, go to the free throw line. So that's the other spot that we kind of harp on, and we've talked about the last ball games, is keeping the other team off the offensive glass. What was my prophetic statement the first game of the year? I talked about if you get 3 shots because you get 3 offensive rebounds, that's 2 more shots than you get on the other side
yeah.
if you only get 0 offensive rebounds.
I think you followed that up with, if you rebound more than your opponent, then at the end of the game you'll probably have more shot attempts than your opponent.
You know, I think we should belabor that point on every game here. Oh, there's going to be a push foul there on Schramm, so that's going to send Maine to the line to shoot the bonus. So, you know, barely into the second quarter here, and the Rangers will be shooting free throws the rest of the half. And actually the Wildcats are in the same situation. The next foul for the Rangers is going to send the Wildcats to the line. So we might be shooting some free throws here this ball game. Maine knocks down the first.
Yeah, and it's incumbent upon the players to realize they're calling it a little tighter. Maybe give a gap. Don't foul.
Don't foul. Knocks down the second one. Makes it a 4-point ball game. 18-14. Wildcats Virtue dribbling the ball up the court. 3-point shot there by Schramm. Knocked down by the Wildcats. Pretty smooth looking jumper there.
So Custer's coming off back-to-back overtime victories. One over Parkston and one over Sturgis. So a foul there by number 2, Storm. That'll send Walther to the line.
You know, it seems like tonight the officiating crew is calling it maybe a little bit tighter, officiating quite a little bit different than the Rangers were officiated last night. That's something that you got to keep in mind when you're playing. You kind of got to adjust to the way the game is being called.
First free throw is good.
He earns the bonus.
You know, we've talked about that, Josh, where, you know, there's good fouls and there's bad fouls, right? It's all hustle play, trying to take a charge, something like that. Those are good fouls. And so now that you're in the bonus, and as we approach the double bonus, you want good fouls, not frustration fouls or, you know, reach-in fouls or, you know, whatever.
Foul. That one was one of those ones of a product of you get a good shot, miss a layup that you think that you should make, and then kind of a little bit of a frustration foul maybe after that. So foul picked up by Storm. We'll check that. That's going to be Tennyson with a foul there on the rebound. That's his second foul. Walther back to the free throw line for the Rangers. Can't knock down the first. Virtue with the board for the Wildcats. He brings the ball up the court and gets that poked away by Bueller on the back tap. Bueller gets the ball all the way in for a nice little floater there. Did a good job of avoiding the defense. You know, it looked like the defender was wanting to take the charge there, and Bueller did a real nice job of avoiding that contact and knocking down the shot. So Rangers get back within 3 points here in the ball game.
Maine still guarding Tennyson. No help. He's one-on-one with him, and he's doing a nice job. There's that give and go.
Yep.
Kobe jumped to the ball.
Yeah, and they score on that. That's at least their third 2-point bucket on that give and go. 6 points there.
So back to a little
man-to-man.
It's almost like pack line here. Not denying one away, just packing it in.
You know, you wonder if Coach Kelly's doing like some things that we used to do. You'd go zone on a make and man-to-man on a miss. It seems like they're switching up these defenses here. Sometimes coaches kind of have that key for their players. Shot clock running down here. Bueller has to shoot it up. Rebound taken down by Virtue, and he's going to take the ball all the way into the paint and be fouled by Walther. That's going to be his third foul.
Yep, good strong take there by Virtue. Would be nice to have Willie slide over like we talked about, maybe try to take that charge or at least make him go finish with his left hand.
Yeah, and Walther a little bit frustrated there because Virtue does dip his shoulder most of the time, but he can dip the shoulder if you're not in front of him.
It looks like Coach Harvey is echoing your sentiment there. That's third foul by Willie. Coach is going to leave him in here.
Virtue knocks down the free throw, the 3-point play, so the Wildcats go back up by 8 points here.
Devin gets the defender on his back hip, gets a shot, follows his rebound.
That's going to be the third foul, I think. No, they're going to call that on number 12, Lowe here. Looked like it might be on Tennyson. That's one where your teammate puts his hand up right away. He doesn't want to get that third foul on Tennyson. Second foul on Lowe. Bueller goes to the free throw line. Going to be short on the first. Sullivan's going to check in for Walther. Don't want to pick up his fourth foul here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's smart. You want to trust your guy, and you don't want the game to, extend, but you also can't have your glue guy have 4 fouls in the first half. So 1 out of 2 there for Devin.
Looks like the Rangers come in a little diamond press here. Virtue again. He just brings the ball right up the court. That time he's blocked by Maine. But for a big 6'4" freshman, he handles the ball pretty well, and he's almost playing like a point forward here, handling the ball most of the time, bringing the ball up the court for the Wildcats. So now they got Maine on Virtue. Going to miss the shot there, and going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball will go to the Rangers. Coach Kelly's saying, that Virtue made a good move. Give him a ball fake, but Levi is doing a good job. He's in a good position between the ball and the basket, straight up, putting him in jail.
Now it does look like the Wildcats are in back into a zone here. Maine with the pass out to Bueller, finds an open spot, misses the jump shot. Going to be rebounded there by Lowe of the Wildcats. So Virtue does give it up to Lowe this time and gets it right back. That's one thing that teams can do with a three-pointer here by Lehman. Missed, but the rebound there, another rebound. So 3 offensive rebounds on that possession by Schramm. Wildcats get the 2-point bucket, and Coach Harvey calls a timeout.
Yeah, Schramm's doing work. He's got 9 points here tonight, and just kept that play alive.
Yep, Rangers just need to, they're doing a pretty good job defensively. It's not one of those things that the first shot is really hurting them, but right now the second and third shots, they just need to put a body on somebody, try to move them out of the way. And you have to put a body on somebody and be aggressive when you're the smaller team out there.
Yep, 28-19. Custer leads just under halfway. Just
through
under
the second quarter.
Second quarter.
There you go.
Halfway of the first half.
No, halfway of the first half would be the end of the first quarter.
Fractions. That's why you're an engineer.
Yeah.
And let's take a minute to celebrate that Black Hill State beat School of Mines yesterday.
I have my fingers in my ears saying, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. So Rangers try to get something going here, see what the Wildcats come out in. It looks like they're going to come out man-to-man here. So they are switching their defenses up, just trying to confuse the Rangers a little bit, make them slow down and see what the Wildcats are doing every possession. Talon back into the game for the Rangers. It's going to nearly, it does turn the ball over there. Good hustle play on the floor there. Carter Boyster for the Wildcats. Coach Kelly takes a timeout to retain possession.
So offensively there, it looked like Bueller wanted to post up a little bit, and I was just going to say that maybe that's something you want to do, where if your big is out and you find a mismatch that maybe you like and you have a guard that can get down in the post and try to finish around the rim, too often the guards say, well, Coach, I never need to learn these post moves because when am I ever going to use them? But right there would have been an example. If they can get the ball into the paint, get him on 2 feet, maybe an up and under or something like that. So watch for that, Josh.
Yeah, and Bueller was posting up on a previous possession, and you know, especially at the younger age, it seems kind of like sometimes your guards are your bulldogs, and you almost want to get them there in the post against, especially if they have a matchup where they're a little bit taller. Good steal there, jumped in front of the pass by Sullivan, going to take it all the way to the rim for a 2-point bucket. That's a nice defensive play, and maybe that gives the Rangers a little bit of a spark on defense here.
Yeah, and I don't think the Rangers are struggling on offense, but that really, really helps get you going. And there is
good play there by Schramm again. Yeah, he's got a height advantage out there too. I mean, Schramm's a 6'4" guard. Bueller gets all the way to the rim, going to be blocked by Schramm there.
Steckman gets his hand or foot or knee on the ball.
Pretty good defense to slow down the break. The Wildcats will retain possession. 9-point ball game right now. 3 minutes left to play in the first half.
So Taylor Talon now on Virtue here, and we'll see if Hill City offers a little bit of help. We've been playing straight up. They do bring a little help, but it was late getting there. Good move by Virtue. 2 more points for him.
Yeah, he's having a nice game, giving the Rangers a lot of trouble down there in the post.
Hill City running a little 5-out action, just pass and cut, trying to move without the ball, get a dribble drive.
Tipped away there by Lowe. Virtue gets all the way to the rim, but he's blocked by Colby Main.
Hill City needs a good shot at the rim here this possession. And, give credit to Custer's
they turn the ball over
because
they've
generated a lot of turnovers.
Going to be a missed layup there, and that foul is going to be called on Virtue. That's a little bit of a tough one, I think, on Virtue. He looked like Maine was under the rim. So, but the Rangers will take it, go to the line to shoot a pair. Colby Main.
It's 2 fouls now on Virtue, and 2 on Tennyson, 2 on Virtue. They need Custer will want to keep those guys in the game out of foul trouble.
Yeah, and ideally, if you're the Rangers, you want to take the ball at them. Try to pick up a 3rd foul on either of those 2, especially since Willie's got 3 fouls for the Rangers. So.
And there goes Tennyson checking in for Virtue. Virtue has 13 points right now. Tennyson checks in. He's got 4 on the game.
Levi Main follows him. Checks in the ball game for the Rangers, replaces Taylor Talon. Colby Main knocks down the second free throw, so 10-point ball game. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. The Rangers are choosing just to play straight behind the post there. If you're the Wildcats, I don't know. I mean, I think Paul Kelly probably would like those posts to touch the ball almost every possession, I would think. Steckman in the corner for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded there by the Wildcats. Now they look to push. Pretty good defense by Sullivan to kind of stop the break there. Going to be an offensive foul.
That's
There's
three.
the third.
That's the third one. And great anticipation there by Levi Main. He's, right now Levi has 0 points, and he might be the player of the game for Hill City.
Yeah, and what he did there, right there, just like we were talking about, he might not have been completely set, but when the offensive player lowers his shoulder, if you put your chest in there, 9 times out of the 10, the officials are going to give the benefit to of the doubt to the defender there. So, yeah, Rangers go 5 out, and I kind of like this 5-out set with the, like we said, the height disadvantage. It kind of negates that, and maybe you can get some quickness on one of the big guys that's out on the perimeter. Ball tipped out by the Wildcats there. Going to be.
Coach Harvey wants to take a timeout and talk about it. 1:11 left in the second quarter, 32-22. And Josh, we've talked about how, good teams, and if you want to compete, especially against a team where you're the underdog, you need to finish quarters, you have to finish halves. And I'd say with 1:11, you're down 10. Certainly that's not insurmountable, but if you could get this thing to 7 or 8 points going into halftime, have some momentum, feel good in the locker room.
Yeah, I think you can even look at trying to get this to a 6-point game, right? Maybe you make a bucket here on the out-of-bounds play, get a stop, go down and score before half. You're talking a 6-point game, and you never want to say go into the locker room with your kind of head hanging, but it is different if, say, you get stopped here and the Wildcats would pick up.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you're
points.
Paul Kelly, you're saying we've had a really pretty good first half. Let's extend this thing to 15 or 16. So a little box set out of bounds play here. Here comes Kobe. Maybe America's play coming out of here. Watch for Bueller on the 3.
Looks like the Wildcats do a nice job of defending that. Main out to Steckman. Little deep on the three-pointer. Good hustle there by Bueller for the rebound. Gets it over to Sullivan.
Main sizing him up, a little one-on-one. Be nice to see the ball move a little. Maybe got lucky there.
Yeah, could have been an offensive foul. Just that looked like that was a little bit forced by Main. Virtue, pretty good job there by Sullivan. He was just stood his ground. He didn't get the offensive foul, but he made that shot real difficult on Virtue, and then didn't pick up the foul too. Virtue's been getting to the line, doing a nice job there. This ball skipped over to Sullivan. Out to Main.
So here we are at just 15 seconds left in the half. Rangers will probably play for one. There's 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bueller, step back 3 is in and out. Good rebound by Steckman. 3-2.
Now Bueller from the top of the key and knocks it down. Hey, that's a big shot there from the Rangers. Just kind of like we talked about. We said maybe a 6-point game. You said 7. That's where it's at right now. And it's just that momentum, just that. So finish both the first quarter with the last shot and kind of some momentum going. So the Wildcats start out with the ball here in the second half. Good steal there by Wather. Going to get the ball ahead to Bueller. Knocks down the 2-point jumper. Hey, starting the second half, just like they finished the first, pull the Rangers within 5 points here, 27-32.
And that's such an energy boost, Josh, is when you create a play on defense and you can get out and run, and just there's different energy with the team.
Yeah, that time Lowe drives the ball to the basket. Wather does a good job of just standing there and not picking up the foul, but the Rangers turn the ball over there.
So right idea by Main, dribbles in, looks for the open guy, just a little errant pass there.
So I notice here that the Wildcats start with
Schramm in the post.
Schramm in the post. Tennyson's on the bench, and Schramm picks off an offensive foul there. Tried to go over the top and just kind of extended his arm to hold off the Ranger defense. That's going to get called there. So the Rangers will take possession here. See if they can get a good offensive possession here. Try to get a good look.
Stagger away for Kobe Main. catch the ball, try to run a little screen and roll. Bueller in the corner. Walther posting up one-on-one with Virtue.
Maine gets the ball into Walther there. We do the give and go here. Levi Maine with a shot. Yeah, and a miss short there, rebounded by Boyster of the Wildcats. So Lehman, much different starting lineup here for the Wildcats, and Boyster gets all the way to the rim, gonna knock down the 2-point shot there. A little bit of a gamble on defense, kind of open that up for Boyster.
Yeah, that's tough, Josh. He dribbles right down Main Street there to his right hand, and nobody stepped in to help. You'd like to see Hill City have somebody slide in. Maine takes a layup, no good. Rebounded by number 2, Storm.
Yeah, you wonder there if, Walther kind of is that paint protector, and you wonder if he's just a little bit hesitant in the paint there with 3 fouls. Really doesn't want to pick up his 4th. There's nice backdoor give and go by the Wildcats. Get another easy one. So there's 2 quick, easy layups there by Boyster. Stretches the lead back out to 9 points for the Wildcats. Maine's going to take the 3-pointer off the mark there. Rebound by Lehman. Wildcats look to push, get the ball right into the post. It's going to be a missed shot there by Schramm, rebounded by Maine.
Nice job by Levi Maine. Kind of made him alter his shot just a little bit. Levi's tired, though. He's working hard on the defensive end.
Well, Taylor Talon gets to the rim, but the big guy, Virtue, in there knocks it away, and he kind of smiles and gives Talon a high five on that one.
Looks like Tennyson will check back into the game here for
Boyster.
Be interesting to watch the matchups here now that Tennyson has 3 fouls and Willie also has 3 fouls. So Taylor Talon has the ball up top, takes a look. Reach-in foul on number 2, Storm.
That was almost one of those where Talon's got his left pinky wrap there. Didn't look like he had quite control of the ball, and it just was like a cookie on the counter that your mom told you not to grab, and you just couldn't help but try to reach for it.
Levi Maine off the mark, rebound by Willie.
Gets the ball over to Bueller. Talon back to Bueller. Look for
you look at the spacing right now, Josh. You have 4 guys in about a 15-foot radius there that's just not great spacing.
Bueller going to take the 3, misses the shot there, rebounded by Virtue. Gets the ball up to Tennyson. Gets all the way to the rim and knocks down the 2-point.
Really good move by Tennyson there. Yeah. You saw Levi Maine was facing him up. He was ready to put him in jail and maybe take a charge. And Tennyson is so athletic. He avoided that contact. And big 3 by Maine.
Knocks down a 3-pointer there. Yeah, that's a big shot there by the Rangers. They kind of needed a bucket. Timeout taken by Coach Harvey. So 4:19 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats lead the Rangers 38-30, getting close to halfway through the 3rd quarter.
That's right. And so we have Tennyson gonna play football at USD next year. I thought maybe they'd put him at a wide receiver, but talk around town is that he's gonna play either linebacker or D-end.
All right, Division I college football player out there. Yeah, he's an athletic kid. You don't want to let him get away on the break against that game Parks, and he did. And he put down a thunderous dunk. I think it was the dunk of the week in South Dakota.
According to you or an actual source?
I think it was somebody else inside the internet, other than us.
Okay. All right, looks like a little pressure defense here by the Rangers. A 1-2-1-1 diamond trap. Maine looks to trap the ball. Virtue handles it. Like you said, his game is so complete.
That was close. Looked like it might have went off Schramm there, but the Wildcats will retain possession.
But you think about Virtue, he's playing their point guard there, and then he's going to come to this end of the court, and he's going to play in the post.
Yeah, now they just get it right down to that's too easy there. That's one where, Levi Maine's doing what he can, but that's big size advantage, especially for a athletic kid like Tennyson.
So you see a lot of standing around for Hill City, and then Virtue there with the steal on the break. Maine.
Nice move. Switches to his left hand and puts down the layup. Boy, he's got a nice game for a young kid, that's for sure.
Little handoff, Maine to Maine. Ball's going to be reversed. Willie up top takes a look. Nice move by Devin.
Tried to sneak it in between a couple Wildcats, just maybe tried to thread the needle a little bit too much there. Now the Wildcats look to push. Lowe tries to get the ball into Tennyson.
So this is a really big possession if you're the Rangers. You almost need to call a set play, get a shot in the paint, or an open look here. They haven't, just a lot of standing on offense right now.
You feel like it's you're right. Bueller tries to get the left-hand layup, can't get it to fall. Going to be stolen away there by Steckman. Well, that was
just a little short. Rebound, Virtue. How's your stats coming over there, Josh?
I stopped doing them after about 30 seconds into the game, so we're going to need a stat man here to come help us. Three-pointer missed by Lehman there, rebounded by Wather, and kind of both teams on a little bit of a dry spell here. Going to be a foul called on Schramm. The third team foul of the half on the Wildcats, 0 on the Rangers. Boyster checks back into the ball game. He's going to give Lehman a rest.
I'd like to give a shout out to our friend, #1 fan, Todd Grabow. He liked and subscribed.
He did, just tonight.
Yeah, I got a text message right here.
So we've been asking people to like and subscribe for 4 games now, and it took our #1 fan 4 games to like and subscribe. Steal there by the Wildcats. Going to be a
technical.
Foul.
Double technical.
That's gonna. He's gonna be suspended from the ball game. That's gonna be. He had 3 technical fouls that count as personals now. So I don't know what happened there, but looked like they were both kind of talking to each other. But obviously the official didn't like what Tennyson said. Rangers are going to get 4 free throws here and in the basketball.
So from here it looked like that was a double technical on Tennyson. Is that the way you saw it?
That's what it is, because they have the 15 foul up there.
So the issue now is that's 2 fouls is an ejection, and so now not only does he sit the rest of this game, but he will sit his next contest.
That's correct, and they're going to have, looks like Willie Wofford will shoot the free throws for the Rangers.
So it could be a big momentum swing here for the Hill City Rangers if they can make some free throws. Misses the first one.
Knocks down the second. So I was going to say, if he missed the second, would you have another shooter shoot the next 2?
Nope. Ride that horse that got you here, right?
Knocks down the third. So good strategy staying with Wofford there. Knocks down the second 2, makes 3 out of 4, and the Rangers are going to get the basketball. Gets the ball back. Gets the ball game back to a 9-point game, 33-42 with 2:27 left to play in the third quarter.
Gets the crowd going into it a little bit. Bueller catches it at half court. Closely guarded there by Lowe, who's going to pick up a
foul. That'll be their team 6th foul. So, next foul, Rangers are going to be shooting free throws early in the second half. It almost seemed like that kind of technical foul kind of got the Wildcats. They said they're going to come up and guard. Got just a little bit too close there, and blocking foul called.
Lehman checks in for Van Horn. Hill City Rangers inbounds the ball. Here's Maine. Ball's going to be reversed to Walther. Strong take.
Yeah, good move there by Walther. Makes it a 7-point ball game. Now the Rangers are going to bring a little bit of pressure. Going to be a block there. I think that's the right call. He kind of, Boyster did a nice job of trying to avoid the contact, and Maine just slid into it a little bit.
Yeah, but you can't fault Levi Maine in that case, right, Josh? We talk about good fouls versus bad fouls. He's in a good defensive position. He's not just trying to slap at the ball, block a shot. That's a foul you can live with there.
Yep, so Boyster will go to the line to shoot 2, knocks down the first. Second one off, rebound by Levi Maine. 8-point ball game, 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
Maine to Maine. Levi dribbles, finds Willie.
Kicks it out to Bueller. Gets to the paint, gonna get the 2-point bucket to fall.
He had a shot like that last night, kind of a circus shot.
It's kind of uses that English off the glass. So now the Wildcats break the press, look to run a little bit. Had numbers, but they go ahead and pull it out. They're going to run some offense here. Rangers just in a man-to-man defense here. Looks like Kyle Virtue posting up, calling for that ball in the post. Actually, now they get it into Schramm. Good strong move there by Schramm. I like Schramm's game there.
I do too. He's having a nice game here, and he's got 13 on the night. 37-45 with 1:08 left in the third quarter.
They list Schramm as a guard, but he's doing his work in there as a post. And I suppose when you're a 6-foot guard, you're most of the time going to have an advantage down there in the post against a smaller defender. Minute 8 left to play in the third.
So kind of a wild third quarter there.
Yeah, it was. It was, an opportunity for the Rangers really to get back in the ball game. It kind of felt things were a little bit stagnant offensively, and the Wildcats were kind of making a little bit of a run there. They got the lead up to, I think, 12 points, and those couple technicals really let the Rangers get right back into the ball game.
Yep, Coach Kelly calls a timeout to talk it over. I would not be shocked if they went with a little different press here. I think they will pick up full court 90-foot press, but they've been doing the 1-2-1-1 a little bit. Their other press that they like to run is that man-to-man that's just a run and jump. As soon as you turn your back, the other guy's coming to jump the ball. So
yeah, we'll see if the Rangers anticipate that, because the press can really help you, but sometimes you can get some easy ones offensively if you know it's coming and you do a good job of stopping it. It actually looks like the Wildcats are going to get back, so I almost wonder if they're going to go maybe throw a little zone here. They haven't played much of it. Just something to change up the
referee sets the ball down and says, hey,
let's
hurry up.
Yeah, but it looks like the Wildcats are just coming into their regular man-to-man set there, so. Good post entry to Walther. Good defense there by Virtue. Rangers keep the pressure on.
Oh, and that's a tough one. You have them 29 on the shot clock, so they have 4 seconds to get the ball across half court, and then that's a tough foul there. That's not a good one.
Yeah, you might get a 10-second. It's a tough foul. It's not a great foul, but never can fault the kid for, giving it his all, trying to make a steal down there.
Yeah, good call. So here's a little pressure, 1-2-1-1 trap, diamond. Devin Bueller comes up with the steal, and that'll get Bueller to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, and there's one. It's kind of a hustle play after a turnover by Schramm, but that's one that you probably don't want to commit that foul. How long is the court? 90 feet, so 75 feet from the basket.
But you can't fault a kid for hustling, Josh.
You cannot fault a kid for hustling. All right, back at me. Bueller will go to the free throw line to shoot the bonus.
Couple big free throws here.
Yeah, and that's the fourth foul on Schramm too. So we talked about how nice of a game that he's having. That's his fourth foul. Bueller can't get the free throw to go. Rebound by Virtue.
You know, these Rangers, a lot of these players have played a lot of minutes here, Josh. So you wonder, is fatigue going to start to factor in where Paul Kelly's able to, rotate 7-8 guys?
Yeah, the Wildcats are a little bit deeper than the Rangers. I think they've only gone 7 deep, maybe 6 deep for the Rangers.
So here we are, 15 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Every quarter the Rangers have finished on a high note. See if the Wildcats can take the last shot here. At the very least, good shot there by Lowe. And then opposite of the first half where the Rangers score on the last bucket of the game, don't allow the Wildcats to get a shot. The Wildcats give the Rangers a little bit of chance to play good, solid defense without fouling.
Yeah, and the other thing with Schramm having 4 fouls, with Tennyson being out, you have to rebound in this situation. So inbound here to start the fourth quarter. A little set play to get Kobe 1-on-1, and he misses at the rim. Rebound, Virtue.
Yeah, nice set play. Just couldn't quite finish that. Got a good shot at the rim.
Nice
pass by Virtue there. Blocked by Wather. Rangers catch a little break there. Good defense on the back end to stop that shot. Nice pass by Virtue.
So Bueller has the ball, surveys the court, reverses it back to Maine. Back to that shuffle that we had
running the shuffle there.
There's a backdoor by
good
Steckman.
Backdoor by Steckman. Bueller's going to turn the ball over as the shot clock's running down. The Wildcats have numbers here.
Good look by Lowe.
Low look pass, but the Rangers take over. Rangers have a run out, just a little bit too deep. Good thought by Steckman. Just a little bit too far.
You know, that kind of looked like you at Old Man Hoops trying to run down that loose ball.
Trying to catch up to that, yeah, and that looked like your pass that hit on the inbound line.
Well, I thought I was throwing to somebody faster. Anyways, here Custer go to inbound it. 1-2-1-1 press here by the Rangers. Now Hill City needs to sprint back.
Lehman shoots the 3 and knocks it down wide open in the corner. Big shot there by Lehman, stretches the lead out to 13. Wildcats lead 50-37.
And Custer's really played pretty good defense here in the second half.
Good hustle there by Storm. Tips the pass and then tries to keep it in bounds. Can't quite do that, but still really good hustle there by Storm.
Levi Main checks in for Sullivan. Levi's had just a solid game tonight.
Ball comes into Wather. He backs out to the perimeter. Skips over to Steckman. Tough post entry pass there. Going to be a turnover for the Rangers, and Virtue brings the ball up the court. Nice move there by Schramm. Knocks down the 2-pointer. Stretches the lead out to 15. See if the Rangers can get a bucket here. Stop the bleeding a little bit. Kobe Main gets all the way to the bucket and knocks down the 2. Big basket there by the Rangers. Now they got a run out though.
Oh.
Yeah, it looked like real close to a foul there. Willie just avoids the contact and enough and forces a missed shot. It's going to tip off the Wildcats, and Rangers will take over possession here. Kobe Main for 3. Going to hit the wire, so that'll be out of play. Just a little deep.
Going back to Custer's defense, Hill City hasn't had anything early in the offensive possession. And when you have the lead and you're trying to milk the clock, that's what you have to do. Just good defensive positioning. And
yeah, they've done a real nice job of limiting transition points. And then, like you said, no early easy shots. The Rangers have had to work for everything on offense here tonight.
And part of it is Hill City is so balanced on offense that they don't have a dude that they can just say, like, hey, go get us a shot.
Right.
And that's typically a good thing, but now when you're kind of needing that comeback, you want somebody to just be the alpha and go get the ball.
So that's a foul there on Levi Main. I would classify that as a good foul. I mean, right there looked like Boyster was going to get an easy layup. Put him at the free throw line, at least make him earn the 2 points. That is going to be Levi Main's fourth foul, though. Fourth team foul on the Rangers this half. Boyster knocks down the first. And the second is good. .5 game, 5 minutes left to play in the ball game. Rangers by no means out of this game, but this is a stage where you want to start trying to chip away at that lead, right? 15-point game, try to get it down to, I don't know, a 9-point game with 3 minutes left to play. Try to get it under 10 points and try to put the pressure back on the team with the lead a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Harvey's telling them right now is that you're not going to get it all back in one possession. So get that thought out of your mind and then just have these little benchmarks, maybe at the 3-minute mark and then maybe the 2-minute mark. And I know, Josh, when we were coaching in a situation like this, we would say, okay, hard as you can for a minute and a half. We have 2 timeouts left. We're going to give you a timeout at 3 minutes. Just go as hard as you can. And so try to create chaos, get some turnovers.
Yeah, and it's one thing that sometimes when you're playing that pressure defense, you can give up an easy layup. But the thing about it is you got to keep fight through that. You can't hang your head and say, darn it, it's over now, because you give up 1, but you get 2 steals and get 4, you're chipping into that lead. So.
Yep. I remember in 2016-17 Hill City, we went to Custer. We were trailing. We actually had the run. It was the first year of the running clock.
Okay.
Custer led at halftime by 30. And we kind of had that same mentality that, hey, we got to create some chaos. So by it was 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It was an 8-point game, and we had the ball. And we ended up losing.
But you came back from 30 to make it a game. So there's still time to do that, obviously, here. And the Wildcats come out to a zone just to throw something a little bit different at the Rangers. Good find there by Bueller into the inside to Steckman, blocked. So now this is where we're talking about. You're trying to make chaos. Try to make some chaos there. The Wildcats do get an easy one, but you got to keep trying that. You've got to kind of go for broke here now, down by 17, 4:41 left to play in the ball game.
Schramm scores again, 17 points on the night for Schramm. He's having a great game for the Custer Wildcat senior. Levi Main running the baseline. Looks like Willie's going to work the high post here. That 2-3 zone again, and that is a killer.
That's unforced turnover there. By Bueller. You just want him to look that into his hands and catch the ball cleanly. So now go out there and try to make a play to make up for it. It's what you can do.
So man press this time. They go away from the 1-2-1-1. Virtue says just clear out. I'm going to bring the ball up the court. Gets Willie on his hip. Can't finish with his left hand.
Rangers come back the other way, Maine.
Custer has done a really good job. Not only does the on-ball defender rarely get beat, but when they do, the help side is there, and it's good help and it's quick help.
Yeah, pick up a foul there, so Maine will go to the free throw line. That was another one that's pretty close there. Pretty good defense by the Wildcats. But that's what I was saying. That's why you drive the ball to the basket and put the pressure on the official to potentially make the call.
Well, he needed a breather. They're getting tired too. So Maine makes his first one, brings it back to a 16-point game. Kobe has 11 on the night. Make it 12.
Knocks down a second. Everett Sullivan checks into the game here. So it is back to a man-to-man press here by the Wildcats. Good pressure there by the Rangers. Bueller knocks the ball out. It'll go back, stay with the Wildcats.
Custer's always been good at these sideline out of bounds here. They run this triangle. They actually don't do anything there, go figure, is when I'm pointing it out. But
yeah, it really looked like they were trying to maybe get the ball over the top to Virtue. Rangers do a good job of Maine coming down and double teaming that.
Schramm is just posting hard on Sullivan down in the post there on the block.
Good defense there by Sullivan. Knocked the ball away. And then they go over the top. Oh, blocked by Wather. Good work. Way to stay with it by Schramm. Really good stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah, that's a multi-syllable word.
Sullivan for three, no good. Going to be taken down there by Lowe.
That possession, Josh, was the first time all night that Hill City tried to front the post. And I like just my defensive identity. I like to front the post, but you have to have help side defense, and it wasn't there that time.
Yeah, I agree. I like fronting the post too. And then obviously the first time there it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So. But it is something that really takes team defense, and if you don't do it all the time, it's tough to do it once or twice just because it does take team defense on that.
We're going to go a little high-low. Schramm takes a look down.
Deep three by Lowe, knocks that one down.
I didn't see that coming, Josh.
No, he hasn't shot the ball much tonight, and then knocks down a deep three here towards the end of the ball game.
Stretches the lead to 20. It's unfortunate, you know, and people will look at the score and think this game was a blowout, and it's really been a competitive game.
Yep, there's Colby Main in the corner. His three is deep, taken down by Schramm. As we said before, he has had a nice ball game, and Kyle Virtue has had a really nice ball game for the Wildcats.
Follows the shot.
Yep. He's going to be fouled there. He'll get himself to the free throw line.
So Rhett Lowe with 5 points on the night has a chance to knock in a couple free throws. A few of the Custer faithful starting to make their way to the exits here. Beat traffic.
Beat the traffic,
yep.
Yeah, back to Custer.
Yep.
Might be a long line of cars there to gridlock.
Misses the first. He'll get a crack here at his second one. Try to get him to 6 points on the night. Stretch that lead to 21.
Coach Kelly over there telling official Stanton how good of a job he's doing tonight. Arm around him and just letting him know he appreciates it.
Yeah, I think he's saying, Randy, you're a better golfer than I am.
I don't know if Paul would ever admit that. Maine takes the ball to the bucket. Going to be a little deep on the shot. Rebound taken down by Schramm.
And to point out one thing Custer's doing really, really well, they're not giving up any second chance opportunities, are they? I mean, they're down here, Hill City is one and done. Maine, the last 2-3 possessions, got his shot off. Nobody else is getting a rebound. And even there, that's Schramm's 5th foul. He had a great game.
Yeah, he did.
And he got it going for a loose ball.
So
just making a hustle play.
I would tell you what the rebound differential was if I would have kept keeping track of stats after the first 30 seconds of the ball game.
Schramm will foul out with 19 points. Great game for him.
Levi Main at the line to shoot a 1-1. Knocks down the first. He'll earn the bonus.
And that's Levi's first point of the game, but I'm telling you, Josh, he has had a great game tonight.
Yeah, he's really brought it on the defensive side of the ball for sure. Rangers do get that offensive rebound. Going to be a timeout on the floor called by Harvey. That always happens after the timeout. The shot goes through the rim.
So let's recap a couple of your favorite Hill City Custer games back over the years. I can think of the district game we were playing. Andy Coy, we're down 3. We have to inbound it with 3 seconds left in the game. Coach Luchins is yelling foul, which is smart because they, put us at the line, don't give up a 3. Well, the kid fouled us as Andy Coy, our 85% free throw shooter, is in the act of shooting, tackles him. And the ball is in the air. And I remember the ref coming over saying, no, he was passing the ball.
Right?
So it's going to be a 1-and-1. And I said, you got to be kidding me. And Andy goes to the line, makes his first, and we draw up a tip play for Nash Cool. Andy misses perfectly. We tip it. Buzzer goes off, ball rolls around and out, and we lost.
You know, the other thing I remember about that ball game, is that the one where it was in the old BBG and the crowd, it was standing room only. I mean, that thing was packed to the brim.
Yes. Yep, that was the district. The year we beat them 3 times. I read Coach Luchen's book. Have you read that yet?
I have not.
Ironic that he didn't mention, because he had always told me that we were the only team that ever beat him 3 times in one year.
Well, why would he put that in his book?
I just thought it was a significant moment in his life.
So the three-pointer missed by Bueller there. The Rangers going to keep playing till the end. They're putting the pressure on. Lowe does a nice job of handling the ball as a young kid there. Going to be a foul on Bueller. Clean up top, but got him with the body down low there.
And this is Parker going to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
The other Custer game that I remember also might have been around the same time, maybe the same year, down in Custer, and they were running their 2-3 zone, and we put Clint Lewis right at the high post, and we just came down, threw it to Clint Lewis. He turned, he was scoring, dealing from the high post, and we ended up beating him that time down there too.
Yeah, that was 07-08, and then another good one was 06-07 in our house, the Bob Burton gym, the old gym that was metal siding. It was loud in there. It was tied up. We called timeout, and I said, hey, we're going to switch to a zone real quick. We're going to throw them off. And I'll never forget, I looked up at you and I made eye contact, and I got scared, and I said, let's just stick man-to-man. Well, if we would have played zone, it would have been perfect, because they end up running a screen and roll. They get to the rim. They beat us at the buzzer.
So what, it was like glaring at you or gave you the unsure look there?
I think I just, I made eye contact for affirmation, and I didn't get the affirmation I was looking for. And so I'm pinning that loss on you. I'm taking one of them off my career loss record, which there's a lot.
Pin that one. Another one that I remember actually was 1993, my senior year as a Hill City Ranger, first round of districts against the Custer Wildcats. And that game wasn't close. I think the final was maybe 98-40 something. That was the years when Custer was dominant in the state of South Dakota, won a couple state championships in a row. So that one I remember maybe for a different reason.
Well, we're under a minute here to go in this game, 20-point lead. And like I said, it's unfortunate. People are going to look at the score tomorrow and they're going to say, what a blowout. But, man, it was competitive for 3 full quarters, and I thought Hill City had their chances. Unfortunately, Tennyson got ejected from this game. He'll sit out the Rapid City Christian game, which is a big game coming up. Christian is 7-3, and definitely one of the top teams in the region and in the conference. So,
yeah, and like you said, I mean, the score is it's a 22-point ball game right now. I think this Ranger team has obviously grown since the first game that we did against the Hot Springs Bison. They're a team that is still growing, and they're getting better. And we will play this Custer team again. They played down in Custer later this year, and then there's the potential to see them again in the districts.
Casey Trandom says, hey, we need to update how much time is left a little more often. Lando, I thought we had a clock or a
camera on
the clock.
Oh, yeah. People can't see that, so.
Sorry, there's 24 seconds left. A little late for us to start updating the time, Josh. That's something you can work on next week.
Well, I will do that. I thought the rest of our camera crew was on that.
The associates. Landon Wiley's here, but the associates are not here. So 2 free throws for C.J. Steckman. He's in the book. 20 seconds left here. A little inside action. Saladchik misses around the rim. Taylor Talon grabs the rebound and throws it out
the ball
of bounds
to Todd Satter there. Doesn't look like he can hear us. I don't see his earbuds in.
There must be a delay. So 7 seconds left, and we'll put a bow on this thing, 44-64, and Custer's going to hold the ball. And another win for the Wildcats here, which moves their record to 7-2. Hill City drops to 4-5, but a pretty darn good last little 4 or 5 game stretch for the Rangers as they came in with a 4-game win streak.
4-game win streak. I mean, this game was always one that I think the Rangers knew that they probably had to play close to a perfect game to get it. They hung around. They fought. You got to give them credit for hanging around to the wire. Give Custer a lot of credit. You know, they came in here. They did what they wanted to. The Virtue kid is very impressive to me as a freshman kid. I mean, he kind of put the team on his back, and then he also had help there from Schramm. They're two, I would give them the players of the game tonight. So next game for the Rangers is Tuesday night at Sturgis. I think that's a doubleheader for both the girls and the boys. And then after that, I don't know what the next game is.
Then they have a Thursday game, and then Saturday's a doubleheader at Kadoka. Thursday they play. Help me out, Josh. Come on, SD Scores, help me out.
I will.
You're not much help.
Help you out.
In the meantime, Sawyer Schramm with 19 points. Kyle Virtue, 15. Tennyson finishes the game with 8 points. Boyster, off the bench, had 9 points. So, let's see, and then Rhett Lowe, can't miss Rhett. He ended up with 6 points. Blayman had the 1-3. Hopefully that adds up to 64. Josh, what do you got for us?
So our next home game is actually next Thursday against the Wall Eagles, and that actually is just the boys game. Boys game next Thursday against the Wall Eagles. Looks like the tip time right now is scheduled for 6 p.m. on next Thursday. So we'll see you then. You got the final score tally for the Hill City Rangers?
The Rangers have 3 players in double figures. Kobe Main and Devin Bueller each have 12 points. Willie Walther with 10. And then Alex Steckman, the freshman, drops in 5. Everett Sullivan, also a freshman, 2. And Levi Main, the defensive superstar tonight. And probably, I mean, if Hill City had to give a game ball out to any of their players for tonight, I think Levi Main just led by example and really a selfless game. Didn't do a lot on the offensive end. That 1 free throw is all he made, but he really did a solid job on the defensive end tonight.
Yep, I agree. So game balls for Levi Main and
Sawyer Schramm
and Kyle Virtue.
And those game balls are sponsored by Josh Dias. If you don't get them, contact him. And
they're the little mini balls.